welcome back. So I thought I'd do a little like TBR, like physical TBR in a shelf because I have too many books and I am still trying to organize them. So we'll just go from series I haven't finished to book of the month books because I get them and then I go to the library or I go off of Libby. And so there's a lot. There's that, and then some of these, not all of them, just some. We'll just do the series, and I'm really sorry if the fan is very loud. It is just hot in this room, and the fan does not work. We have Letterboxd, The Diviners. I've had this since high school, so maybe that's just a sign that I'll never physically read it, but I hear it's really good, and it's historical fiction mystery? I'm really not 100% sure. This book, there's another one. I used to be a part of, before it closed, Life's Library, and I got this one and this one. I would like to continue the series because I really did enjoy it, but I don't know when to start it because there's so many books. This is a book of the month like add-on that I did. It's called Bringing Down the Duke, but we have the whole series, and it's about a female student, the first female student in Oxford, and I don't know why I've not started it. I think it's because I've read a couple of romance books and they have completely turned me off, so maybe I'll consider consider it. Don't know. Another series that we have is Kingdom Keepers. So I have the new ones, and then I have one or two of the old published ones. So the old ones are different, and they don't mention new things and everything that are inside the parks. So I'm interested to see how it's different because I've read like half of the first one but that never finished it, so I'm very excited. The other series is the Cruel Prince series. So I have read this one, just have not read the other two, and Cruel Prince I feel like let me down. I'm really disappointed. I thought it was going to be more because like I love fairies, I love that whole type of universe that's built, but just was let down. And then we have Six of Crows, this whole series, the duology, not series. Another series, this is not, what one is this? This is book 5, but Percy Jackson, I really, really want to actually read it. Like, I pretend like I know what, just like Harry Potter. I'm like 4 books into Harry Potter, should really read those like classic kids books. Another book of the month that I got back in, what's it? Oh my gosh. It was a book of the month, but I don't know what month. Okay, well, it might have also been an add-on, I don't really know. I have struggled to start this book, only because look at how these margins are. I swear I got a book that's like messed up. I can't do it. But I really want to start it, only because I've heard great things about this, but the margins, I can't do. Then I have a classic that, as you can see, I started it a very long time ago and never finished it. I like classics. I like delving into them, trying to read all of them, but maybe I'll finish it. And then we have, I'll read you the front. For fans of the Mysterious Bennett Society, a strange box is found in the attic and a father disappears. It says young reader. So, and then we have this one, which is rebellious main character, familiar fantasy locations, reimagined, unique political structure, magic. First in the series. So this is another series book, but it's not transparent. I can't tell. I really can't. This was not that much. It was like 10 because I had a coupon. but excited for these. So I have a bunch of fiction books. I hope they're fiction, but I love history and everything. So I have A Girl's Guide to Missiles, which is about growing up in the Mojave Desert, but she was born in Delaware, and she was in the military, and she was part of the Rocketeer. Really cool. And then we have The Smell Detectives. I honestly can't tell you where I got this, but it is on the olfactory history of 19th century urban areas and smell and environment, which is really interesting. And there's maps and everything in it. Then we have The Woman's Hour, which is about not what I thought it was by looking at the back. I thought it was about women's suffrage, but it is not. It is much different. And then we have one that I started, but I had to stop reading because I love my relationship with my mom, so this was just very difficult to get through. But it is something that needs to be read and said, so maybe at some point I'll finish it. And then we have The Cutout Girl, The Story of War and Family. I bought this at a book sale in the UK when I was going to. Then we have Codename Lies, or I think it's Lies. I, in my undergrad, had an obsession with code breakers during the war, and when I found this, it was all messed up. So they gave me a discount at Barnes & Noble, but I'm very excited to read this. Then we have A Short History of Women, which I picked up at a place called Book Guys when I lived in Missouri. Love them. Wish we had stores like that in Florida here, but we don't. And then, again, I was part of Life's Library, and I never physically read this one. It's a year of observation. I really don't know what it's about. It's just about her love for birds, but I could be terribly wrong. And then we have Ball of Fire, a Lucille Ball memoir, which I'm very excited about because it's written by Then we have standalone books. So we have The Night Circus. I've heard great things about The Night Circus, but I've also heard bad things about The Night Circus. So I will go in it skeptically, but it's been on my shelf since I lived in Missouri, a very long time ago. Then we have Enchanted. Let me tell you, I get books from the Dollar Tree. I know that sounds strange, but a lot of my books are Dollar Tree books, and I can't tell you how much I've saved from that. Another Dollar Tree book, The War in the Dark, and a recent book that I actually bought with another book that I truly just could not get into, Legends and Lattes. So excited for this. So excited. And then really old book again, The Knife of Never Letting Go. I think this is a series. Yeah, I think this. Oh yeah, it is. Chaos Walking, book 1. Then we have The Island of the Blue Dolphin. I'm gonna go over like rereads that I would like to do, and this is one of them. But I honestly don't know if I've ever read it because I can't recall it at all. Then we have another book that I bought when I went to Barnes & Noble with Legends and Latte. It is The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea. So very excited about that. And then we have Three Martinis Lunch. I bought this at the Dollar Tree. Again, I'm just a very big fan of historical fiction. You'll see that as a theme right now. We have Angels of Resistance, which I got as a pre-order. Not a pre-order. They sent it to me. And I did read it for that reason, but I would like to read it just to fully enjoy it. Then we have some romance books that, as I said, I haven't had much luck with romance, so I'm a little scared. But we have Dating Dr. Dill, The Loathe Loaf to Love You. I don't know why that was so hard to say. And then Hook, Line, and Sinker. And then we are the Lucky Ones, Devil's Company, another Dollar Tree book. And then The Race for Paris, If I Could Tell You. And then I think this is mystery thriller, The Woman in the Window. And last but not least, Okay, so we have Book of the Month books. So I've talked about Book of the Month. I've been with them for about a year and a half now, and these are my TBR Book of the Months that I just have not gotten through because I get distracted, or I go book shopping, I go to the library, I read a lot of Libby, listen to a lot of audiobooks. So here is the list. We have The Writing Retreat, The Wishing Game, which I just recently got, and I am so excited about because of the premise of it, which she's a teacher, she's in a school, wants to adopt a kid, and there's this contest, and they're sent to this island, and then mischief starts happening. Can't wait. Then we have Anne-Marie and the Fox. Then we have Kiss Her Once for Me. I think I'm going to be reading this next month because I keep putting it on like my book list to read every single month, so I think I'm just going to do it. And then we have Advika and the Hollywood Wives, which I'm really excited about. And this is an oldie, but I haven't gotten to it because I think it's romance. It is The Bodyguard. I'll read it. I promise I will read some romance. Then we got Babel. And we have, I think this is surprising if you do know me, Love on the Brain. But that's it. But that's my TBR. I think I'm gonna maybe do a video where I go through and start doing my TBR, like tiny little shelf for July, since it's the end of the month and everything, and maybe I'll do a wrap up of all the books I read this month, because it's a lot of graphics, but I think I'm gonna do that. I hope everyone has a great week or a great weekend, and see you next time.